Well, I think for me, like the big thing is just seeing the smiles on the faces. It kind of reminded me of when I was playing growing up. Just the excitement to be at the field. And I just remember when I first started playing, just that joy that I got, and I saw it in all their faces. So it was really cool to get out there and connect and sign some balls, hang out, have conversation. Obviously with the rain and stuff, we couldn't really see much of the game, but just being there and seeing how excited they were, to have us there was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say just the joy and excitement they have playing the game and spending time together. They were in a rain delay, but it just reminds me of being young and having that joy of the game when you first start playing.
How refreshing is a day like this to just kind of break up, especially on a road trip like you guys are on, and to have this experience that can maybe, give you a different kind of perspective on the game for an afternoon?
Yeah, it's been a grind, obviously with the New York trip and then, going to Detroit and whatnot. But hey, coming to something like this and an event like this where, you're showing up and it just kind of feels like, you're making it really fun, making it, kind of kid-like. So kind of refreshing in a way to be in an event like this and to play this game. So it just it makes you look at it a little bit differently when you get around the kids and then play in an event like this.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
David, Joe, good to see you both. For David first and then Joe, as you were talking to the kids and they were asking you questions about their dreams of doing what you're doing right now, being major league players, what advice did you want to share with them?
Just to keep having fun and obviously play hard. And baseball is important to a lot of people, but you got to have fun and keep that joy for the game.
Yeah, I think for me, I didn't really get asked that question, but if I did, I would just tell them to, have fun and just focus on trying to win, and I think it sounds a little corny, but just focusing on trying to win, find a way to win the game. I think, at this level, it's not about individuals. And I think, baseball, as crazy as postseason is every year, you see, guys come up in situations and, maybe get a bunt down or just tap a ball forward and move a guy over to win a game. And I think, just focus on trying to be a team guy and try to help your team win in any way that you can is definitely what I would say. Thank you.
Ann?
Oh, hi, I'm Anna with Sports Illustrated for Kids. So I was just wondering, what do you both enjoy most about getting to play on the same team as Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani?
I think they're just normal guys to us. Is a kind of a cool thing to see them every day and kind of see a different side of them than the rest of the world gets to see. But obviously it's everything they do is impressive and get a front row seat at that.
Yeah, I would definitely say, seeing Trouty and Ohtani every day, you really get to look into the work ethic. A lot of times, people that aren't in the clubhouse and the facilities and see exactly what goes into, putting out the performances that both of them have year in, year out. You got to understand that, there's real work that comes with that. And, I know for me, just being able to sit back and kind of take a peek, it really makes me respect, them and everything that they've done to get to where they're at. And so, yeah, that's the big thing. And, of course, cracking jokes, and they're normal people. So it's they don't play like it, but, it's kind of cool to see, hey, they're just like me, so.
And then what would you both say is one of your favorite memories from playing Little League as a kid?
Maybe the snacks after the game.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably say, I don't know, really just showing up to the field. It was the most exciting part, didn't take it for granted. Just really excited. I remember leaving school. We would play right after school. That's how it was growing up. And I just remember can't wait to get out. Just sitting there looking at the clock, waiting for the bell to go off. And, so just really getting to the park. That's when I really first knew that I loved it.
Brett?
I guess just what drew you guys to baseball in the first place as kids, and who were some of your favorite players growing up?
Well, for me, it was a little bit different. My dad played college football and played professionally for a little bit. So, my whole family really thought I was going to be a football player. But I was actually an epileptic. growing up, so I couldn't really play contact sports. So I had, a bunch of seizures when I was really young, so I had to find something else to do. So it was kind of one of those weird things where I kind of was like, well, I'll try baseball, if I can't play football. And so I ended up, really falling in love with the game. My dad, he was with UPS. We moved to Virginia. He bought me my first glove and my bat. And I was like, hey, let's go for it. Started playing, really just enjoyed it. Ended up growing out of epilepsy, thank God. But yeah, it was kind of a crazy situation, but kind of just fell into the game itself.
Yeah, I started when I was really young in the front yard with my dad and my brother, just throwing the ball around. And I think my dad knew I wasn't going to be big enough to play other sports, so he kind of not pushed me, but we started playing baseball when I was real young, and that's all I ever ended up playing.
Cool. And I guess what players did you guys look up to when you guys were younger?
For me, I was a huge Votto fan. I grew up in Louisville, so I was only about 40 minutes away from Cincy. So I just really respected how he played the game. He definitely was a student of it, for sure. Always has been. So it's kind of crazy because in spring training a couple of years ago, we played the Reds there. It was like the first time that I saw him in person. And so I hit a single and got on first base, and he was like, "Nice swing, bub." And I'm like, hey, man, I'm your biggest fan. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know we're playing on the same field, but, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, for me, David Eckstein when I was growing up, being from Orange County and watching the Angels a lot, and then Dustin Pedroia as I got older, another guy I really liked to watch play.
Cool. Thanks, guys.